A rivalry hots up and the road to gold is in full flow. Welcome to episode 9 of the Stock Car Show. Quite a big one in terms of action, also due to me missing an upload last week, so apologies for that. To go 2 weeks ago to Skegness for what's widely considered the best stock car weekend of the year. It was started as saloons and a brutal weekend as per usual for the UK weekend. The UK Championship going home with Stuart Sheville, probably two big talking points from that weekend is that yellow flag was brought out by Mr. Starter when the one lap board should have come out, leading to some fans feeling as if it should have been stopped for a one lap dash. I'm not going to disagree with anyone because I did see a yellow get brought out and swiftly get pulled back in. The other talking point being Samson versus List, all kicking off on Sunday, saw hits exchanging, both drivers getting put in hard and putting on a show for the fans, which is always a good thing. In the F2, Saturday saw Gordon Moody do what he did on the Thursday and win consolation and the meeting final, but the biggest talking point, not just in F2s, but in the weekend as a whole, was the Charlie Ginchard versus Graham Fagan incident. Obviously, there's a backstory to this, not going to go completely through it. I might save it for a separate video, I'm not too sure yet. But in terms of what happened at Skegness, from what I saw on the live stream, which wasn't a lot, I'm not going to lie, it wasn't too good covering that bit. Apart from that, all was good. Fagan attempted to move on Ginchard into turn 1 and 2, either to spin him out or put him behind or completely take him out, one of the three. He didn't do enough as Ginchard chased him down and on turn 3 and 4 went for a dive, taking them both out. Quite a sight seeing a car on top of another, I do have to say. They both managed to make it back out for the next races, which is good. Good thing no one got hurt as well. It was Liam Rennie's time as he won at the UK Championship. Congrats to him on winning that. About time he won a major title, should I say. Now onto the F1s, where on Saturday the Ben Fund race took place, and that was won by 216 Jack France. Heat 2 was won by Thomas Rogers, consolation was won by 178 Richard Burt, and the meeting final also was won by Richard Burt, who saw the seats part with Callum Thornton attempting the last bender on Thomas Rogers, even though he thought it was Sean Webster winning. Richard snuck down the inside of both of them to take what I believe to be his first final win. If it's not, please do let me know, but big congrats to him on winning that. The meeting ended with Frank Raymond Jr. continuing his good tarmac form with a win in the Grand National. Sunday started with a win for Joshua Spires. Heat 2 was won by number 1 Tom Harris, his first win in the new tarmac car. Heat 3, Frank Raymond Jr. took the checker flag. The final was the Tim Mann Memorial Final and was won by 217 Lee Fairhurst. For the second day in a row, Frank Raymond Jr. took the Grand National victory. Quickly onto Texel, where Richard Falconer took the World of Dirt title and also the Texel final on the Sunday. Good racing all weekend with some big shots going in, proving again Holland is just as good, if not sometimes better, than the racing we get in the UK. On to this week, where all roads lead to Bradford for the first World Championship semi-final. The grid is on screen now, and this could be a tasty one, with the 5-time and defending champion on pole, number 1 Tom Harris, with Matt Newson on his outside. Other big names include Lee Fairhurst, Craig Finnegan, Charlie Sauter, Danny Wayman and Catherine Harris. Sadly, Hamilton Hills cannot compete due to his injury he sustained at Hennesford. Hopefully we'll see him back out soon. Saturday also sees the V8 Hot Stocks and Golden Oldies race. Sunday, F1s are joined by the Junior Bangers, 1600cc Bangers and National Saloon Stock Cars. 50 F1s on Saturday and 46 on Sunday, so a good weekend of racing in store. This is a tough one to predict because I have a slight feeling there could be a big upset, but I'm not going to go for that in my prediction. I'm going to go with my head and say third place will be 16 Matt Newson, second place 217 Lee Fairhurst, and taking his 6th front row for a world final and his 6th consecutive front row. Number 1 Tom Harris is my prediction to win the semi-final at Bradford. The weekend is also streamed live, so if you're not going, please check that out. Who do you think is going to win this weekend's semi-final? There's a few predictions on the screen now, some very interesting ones to say at the least. Let me know in the comments. If you do enjoy the show, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in next week's Stock Car Show.